Welcome to Centaur Party. This podcast was made by two kids and their dad. I'm your host, Gabby. And I'm also your host, Evie.
And I'm Grant.
Previously on Centaur Party, far away on the island of Kairos, two centaurs named Lama and June are visited by Nylea's sacred lynx. The lynx informs the centaurs that poachers from the neighboring city of Stratos are in the wildwood and are hunting a revered unicorn in order to bring its horn back to the temple of Heliod. After defeating the poachers, they escort the unicorn to the safety of the shrine of Nylea. At the shrine, Nylea appears to the centaurs and gives them each a magical gem that can be used to summon a Nyxborn all said. Coming up, June and Lama investigate the disappearance of a Moura named Amantha Crystalgust and why a centipede carapace was left at her home. Keep listening to find how the adventure unfolds.
Hello, welcome back to Centaur Party. We have returned from rescuing the unicorn, and the next day, Artemesia the Dryad.
What's Artemesia?
Oh, I should say her name is Artemesia.
And what's a dryad?
A dryad is like a tree spirit.
Ooh.
So they look like tree ladies.
Are they only women?
They guard the trees. This is from the Greek mythologies. So there are many dryads in the wild woods.
Also, they don't bother the centaurs and stuff.
Oh no, the dryads and the centaurs all get along. So there's a little community that's guarded by Artemesia. She leads this community of the Moura, which are basically like human-sized fairies. So they have wings, but they're very magical flying creatures, okay?
Didn't you explain them to me today that they're actually pixies, but human-sized?
Well, they kind of look like pixies, yeah. Pixies, fairies, all that kind of stuff. Okay, Artemesia and two Moura come over to the Centaur establishment because they know that there are adventurers amongst the Centaur who can help them. Sabrina Rosecup and Samara Shimmertwirls are the Moura. Yeah, you can laugh at that.
Did you roll out those names? Rose Cup, Shiver Spoon?
Shimmertwirls, thank you very much. So Artemesia approaches you and says that Sabrina and Samara's friend, Amantha Crystalgust,
Ooh, know that.
has gone missing. And the exoskeleton of a giant centipede's head was left behind in her home.
Ew. Maybe it might have been an evil spirit that teleported her away into their hideout. I bet it was the humans, and I'll take them down. And I'm like, yeah, we will.
So yeah, a giant centipede. Their head would be probably about the size of
a basketball?
a smaller basketball, right? So about like this. So maybe a bowling ball.
A bowling ball.
Okay.
And
but yeah, it's pretty big. Centipedes are known for when they bite, there is poison, which can rot your brain. So
Yikes.
And make you kind of go nuts. What? So you'll definitely want to make sure she's not been, bitten by a centipede or something like that.
Wait, does it make you basically go drunk, kind of like in She-Ra when Adora just goes, yeah.
It kind of breaks your mind. Yeah.
Oh, what does that mean? You spin out of control.
Yeah. There has been some kind of shady activity going on by this cave nearby, and Artemesia wants you to go check it out, see if that's involved with this kidnapping and or murder and centipede action going on. Do our heroes take up this quest here?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll take down those humans. Says.
Well,
June,
right now it seems like centipedes, but
throwing out the mace and hearing the word humans, like Puffy goes and does that thing that she did last time. Her claws look sharper, her wings look bigger, her antlers look sharper, her teeth look bigger.
So you head to this cave, and there are like weird noises that come out of there. You step in, and it's kind of gloomy.
I was in like dank.
Yeah, it's dank and it's gloomy. However, there is like light from within, as if somebody's down in there. So you step in, and you have stumbled upon what it looks like an old abandoned temple that was built in this cave.
Llama makes a light ball because that's one of her cantrips.
Light, like Glimmer does. Like how she has those like sparkle balls.
Okay, so you'll be able to see in there. Okay.
And like probably a 20-foot radius, I'm guessing.
Basically, yeah, you're in the entrance of the cave right here.
Please tell me those humans on the stands are statues.
Yeah, so as you enter in, there are these statues. Yeah, they look like they're dwarven statues. There's a large cracked mosaic on the floor.
Where is this mosaic?
Here, right here in this circle.
Also, what is a mosaic?
A mosaic is a bunch of tiles that are put together to make a picture.
Ooh.
Yeah, in ancient Greece and Rome, they had a lot of those. So, yeah, there is a mosaic on the floor that has this unholy symbol of the god Erebos.
Is that like the god of like war and cursing and
He
blood
is the
and
god
agony?
of the underworld, so when you die, he's basically like Hades. There's these cylinders on a little stone rack along here. They're broken, and it looks like some ash has fallen out of them, so they're probably like crematoriums, which is where you put cremated remains.
As in the ashes of people who've died.
Okay, so some of those jars interspersed, there are more centipede exoskeleton heads placed in there. So it seems like it's an abandoned, it was like a temple to Erebos, yet there's these centipede things have been placed in there more recently. So because the crematoriums look kind of old, so yeah, there's new activity in this that has to do with the centipedes.
I don't want it to be like Indiana Jones, like we switched out for like a bag of sand, and all these traps happen. In this case, a centipede.
Okay.
June throws a javelin.
We're at the
Like right here.
Okay. Yeah, roll.
Do you think Tuffy can help me?
Sure.
And it's a +3 to hit because it's strength.
Got it.
But I don't think I'm proficient in them. Oop. Forgot to roll the budget. Critical hit.
Yep.
23.
Okay. So yeah, it kind of goes doing in there, and there is this spectral form comes out of a dwarf. The dust swirls together and forms this like spectral form, and he says, "I am Caxon Ironspine. What is the name of the one true god?"
What was that hunter god named?
Nylea?
Nylea! Yells June.
Then Llama says, what's the god of the underworld again?
Erebos.
Erebos!
I was like, what are you doing? I whisper.
Erebos is correct. Very well. You may pass. Oh wait, you need to before I do that, let's you roll a charisma check, Gabby. 14. Okay, you've convinced Caxon Ironspine to let you pass. He says that this used to be the Temple of Erebos. However, most recently, a new group of people have come in
Humans!
They are not worshiping Erebos anymore. They worship a perversion of the world, and you can see these centipedes skulls that they have. They are worshiping these false god, and it makes me so angry that Erebos' name is besmirched.
That seems
Really frustrating, says June sympathetically.
Caxon says that if you go in this direction and turn right, there's a hidden tunnel, but you're going to have to kind of look for it. And you got to be careful on that tunnel because about 20 feet down, there's a floor tile that will release poison gas. So you got to look out for it to disarm it before you step on it. So it's about 20 feet down that hall. But he says that's the best way to get this, to sneak up on these folks that are down in the other room.
Question is, will this poisonous gas kill you? Or just not?
He's like, I'm already dead. I don't know if it'll kill me.
I'll take that as a no.
what kind of race are in this temple?
There are humans in this temple now.
Knew it. They've been causing havoc all across.
Yeah, humans from the city of Stratos have moved into this cave temple and defiled it. Now they worship the centipedes instead of Erebos.
And at the sound of him saying humans, about Stratos, like, my Wolfertinger starts to softly cry.
And
Okay, so which way are you going to go down this way and go through these doors? Or there's doors here and here, and then he says there's a secret tunnel that you have to find.
Would you mind if I remove my javelin?
It's not bothering me. You can have it back.
She just walks up. Yeah. Thank you for your service, sir. I'm trying to pat it as best I can, except he's kind of a hologram, so yeah.
Okay, which way are we going?
Maybe down that secret tunnel.
which direction is it, Dad?
Okay, so you can go through here. You open the door.
He seems surprisingly nice, for someone who serves an unholy, thing.
And is dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in this room,
Uh-oh. Dun, dun. Ah!
there's a large stone table in the center of the chamber.
Possibly an altar.
There's a woman standing there, and she's cutting up meat at the table. And there's carvings on the walls that depict Erebos' world of the underworld and his dwarven servants. There's an iron-barred cage in this corner, and you can see that there is a Moura, female Moura in there.
What if this woman is innocent? Let's poke her for questions.
Hello? Says Lama. Does the woman stop dicing up the meat?
Yes. She says, "Oh, are you here to worship our centipedes as well?"
Oh,
Follow-up question. What kind of god is these centipedes?
The centipedes, they saved our leader, Conrath, from certain death. He was starving and found his way in here, and the centipedes have saved him, and they fed him. So now we find meat to feed the centipedes.
Oh yeah, and
This Moura will be next.
1 second. Could we maybe grab her for a quick sec?
I am one of the children of 1,000 legs.
1,000 legs.
What does that
supposed to
mean?
mean?
Oh, legs of a centipede. I get that.
I get it.
You will bring much nourishment to our god.
Llama all of a sudden pulls out their mace and hits the woman dicing up the meat.
Okay, roll for initiative, everybody. Roll me a stealth roll.
Stealth is not one of Llama's strong suits. Let me find it.
We'll see if she sees you coming.
Ooh.
surpass her passive perception?
Yeah. So yes, you can get that hit in. So roll your attack roll.
You mean... Oh, right. Plus your special motto. Okay, that's mace plus 4, 21.
That's a hit. Okay, roll your damage.
Okay.
Do you add anything?
You add your dexterity monitor, which I have no. Okay, 1d6 damage.
What were you hitting her with?
The mace.
Oh,
3.
a mace is the strength modifier that you add in. So
Ooh.
Well, in that
that's
case,
5. Okay. All right. Cathera takes a hit to the shoulder. She says, "You dare to defy Cathera the Stinger, a child of the 1,000 legs." June, you're up.
June is gonna go over there. Would this knock the knife out of her hand if she did her warhammer?
We could certainly see.
15 plus 5, 20 for the warhammer. 2 hands. Bang!
Okay, roll damage.
4 plus 3, 7 damage with the warhammer.
Okay, now you weren't able to knock the knife out of her
It would
hand.
be if I did 13 damage.
Yeah.
Or critical hit. You just say that her hands
I'd say
are...
a crit, or if you had rolled an 8, then I would have given it to you. Okay, Llama, it's your turn.
Llama is gonna try and pound Thera's dreams of becoming a god with her with their hood. 10 plus 2, 12.
12. Oh, that's a hit.
Yes.
I'm guessing it's an 11 or a 12. That's
Okay.
No metagaming.
1 plus 2, 3.
Cathera staggers back. She is gonna move.
wait. Would it
So
be
you're
like
gonna-
the shove attack?
Are you gonna move back where you are?
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what June did.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the problem of being in a little dungeon with. Okay. So Cathera is gonna go over and give you a whack with her scimitar.
Wait, I thought she was just chopping it with like a regular knife.
No, that's the meat that she had in her hand, but we'll give her. All right. So she takes a slash at Llama and rolls 5. So you can hear the scimitar whistle in the air, and then
And maybe chops off just a teeny bit of Llama's hair.
So now she moves back over here.
Then I think it's
It's Tuffy's turn.
so the Wolfertinger is going to bite. It's plus 0 to hit, 18 in total. Now she has to make a Constitution 10 saving throw or take 2 poison damage.
Wait, what happens?
If that woman doesn't succeed,
You hit. Okay.
So, I already made it to the bite part, but she has to make a DC 10 Constitution saving.
Got it. Okay. All right, she made it. So she lost a hit point.
2 hit.
2 hit points? Okay.
No, you're right. 1 hit point.
Okay. All right, Jellybean, you're up.
Jellybean is going to bite. What's the woman's name again?
Cathara, the Stinger.
Cathara. Cathara, the great and powerful.
Okay. So what did
Mingler.
you get?
It's pack plus 0 to hit 5.
Jellybean flies up but just kind of is able to get. She bites, but Cathera kind of moves aside and
Bites air.
and the bite and Jellybean bites the air. Okay, June, you're up.
June is actually going to do the Warhammer again. It hasn't failed her yet.
Okay.
Okay, 15 plus 5. Unnatural 20.
That's a hit. Okay. Roll damage.
2 hands, as always. 8 plus 3, 11.
Okay. Yeah, Cathera falls to the ground.
Prone.
She's Are you gonna make her dead or unconscious?
Unconscious. And I'm like, and I say as she falls,
Yep. So there's some human flesh there that she left on the table.
and then Llama rushes over to the cell where the fairy's being held, and
Moura says, "Oh, thank you. Do you have a key, or can you open this? Does anybody have thieves' tools?"
we can kick it down.
As she says that, they become and slams at the lock.
Okay, so you could get her out. You could probably like force it open. You have to roll an athletics check.
Why don't we try to pry it open?
Stand back. June says, putting her back legs and kicks her back legs.
Okay, so you're gonna take a running start to get this, or?
No, she's just gonna do it. Just a kick with her back legs.
Roll me an athletics check.
And would I be helped?
Yes.
And it would be a +5. 11.
An 11. Okay. You can see that the door kind of like dents in a little bit and then kind of pops back, and the lock might have been weakened by that, but it's still solid. So.
The Wolfertinger is like trying to pick it with her antler.
Okay. Roll a dexterity.
+1. 15 + 1, 16.
Okay. Yeah, the combination of smashing the lock and the antler is able to like get the door open. And
Quickly, before she wakes
Amantha
up.
is able to get out. Okay. So
Is there anyone else here
Thank
being
you.
kidnapped?
thank you. They came and took me, and there are others that didn't make it. They were fed to the centipede. I can show you how to get through the secret passage.
And over the poison injected thing.
So, all right, we'll have to find out next week.
Would we be
How-
able to lock her in here?
Oh, that's maybe a possibility.
So she'd wake
Does
up and
anyone
she's like,
have rope?
Everyone does if you have the explorer's pack.
Yep. So you can put her in there and tie her up.
June just goes ahead and ties her up and relocks the door.
And
You took the human meat off of the altar.
No, the human.
Okay.
also,
All right. We're gonna have to find out next week what happens in the temple of the centipede cult. But in the meanwhile, Cathara is tied up in the cell, and Amantha Crystalgust has been freed.
This podcast was written by Gabby, Evie, and Grant Thomas. It was engineered and produced by our dad. We all helped edit and assemble the clips. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an update. Tell a friend about our podcast.
Leave us a 5-star rating or a review. This helps more people find out about our podcast. You can tweet at the show at Centaur Party Pod.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. Hope you've had a good time.
Tune in next week for another episode of
Centaur Party.